So welcome viewers in the aviation books on the subject of aviation management. We will be discussing session number 6 on the subject of aircraft communication. Our session number 6 relate with the communication procedures, and as you are aware, all the sessions are of modular type. That means present session is based upon the study of previous session. So you have to go through all the sessions to understand this session number 6. I will be your facilitator for next 10 to 15 minutes. This will be a slightly longer session than the previous session. So aviation communication procedures. Our objective is to have the 5 C's of famous 5 C's of communication. You must be aware of that. Your communication should be clear, cohesive. It should be complete in all senses, concise and concrete. So to achieve these 5 C's of communication in aviation, we have to use correct and precise standard physiology in communication between pilot and ground personnels is very much critically important. And the other thing is the standard alphabets pronunciation for each letter be used in aviation voice communication. The sound should be the same, whatever the speaker's natural language is. So it means your natural or national language should not have effect on the accent and the pronunciation of the words in aviation. How it is achieved, we'll be discussing slightly in the next slide. A word should be spelled whenever its meaning is not clear or the spelling is doubtful. The ATCO standard alphabets phonetics pronunciation for each letter. Although most of us are aware of these alphabets, but for the sake of revision and to have the effective background on the subject, we will be repeating. As A is sound as alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie, C for Delta, E for Echo, F for Foxtrot, G for Golf, and H for Hotel. D is highlighted here. In the coming sessions, we will see its importance, why it is highlighted. And then I for India, similarly J for Juliet, K for Kilo, L for Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, and Romeo. In this session, Juliet and Mike and Kilo are highlighted. And similarly, the rest of the alphabets, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee, and Zulu. These are the basic ATCO phonetics which are given in the ATCO Annex 10, which provide us the guideline on aviation telecommunication. Similarly, the numerics, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. These are the basic numerics which are used. So as per in aviation, they have their separate pronunciation. That is phonetic pronunciation for each numbers. Previous slide was pronunciation for the each alphabet, and this is for the number. 0 is called 0, and 1 is called 1, and 2 is 2. not TWO2, it sounds 2. Similarly, 3, it's not 3, but this is 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These are the basic numbers from 0 to 9, and how we speak them in aviation communication or the airport communication. Now, the other thing which are in relation with these numbers, basic numbers from 0 to 9, are the word decimal, or 100, or 1000. How we speak 100 and how we speak 1000 is are given here. It will spell like 1000, and spell like 100, and decimal. Now, the voice message, how we combine these alphabets and numbers and to make a message. The following are the sum of the messages in aircraft communication as digits and need special procedure to pronounce them. For example, call sign, how you address the aircraft. This may be alphabet in the form of alphabet or in the form of numerics or the mix. Similarly, how you say the altimeter settings. Altimeter is an instrument which help a pilot to find out the height of the aircraft from the given reference point. So there are certain settings are required. We are not concerned with how you use these settings, but as an aviation management perspective, we must be aware of that. There are certain settings which are to be communicated to the pilot of the aircraft from the ground stations. Similarly, the flight levels. In the voice communication, how we communicate the flight levels, heights, which are mainly consist of numerics, and the altitudes, and the wind speed, wind velocity, wind direction, and the frequencies, how we communicate these things. Digits and alphabets. The cause standard numerics, special procedure for numerics, how we use 100, how we use 1000, or otherwise we signal the digits. 10, number 10 is in voice communication. We say 10. We will not speak 10, but we will speak 10. And if the word 100 is, we will not speak 100, but we will speak 100. How will you say 2500? We will not say 2500. We will not say in the voice communication in the aircraft 2500, but we will speak 2500. 2500, not 2500 and not 25,000. How we will speak 11,000? Normally, the height of the aircraft, altitude of the aircraft. In the voice communication, we will speak 1,000. 1,000. not 11,000 or not 11,000. So care is to be taken when we are using the numerics. How we will speak 25,000? First was 2,500. It was 2,500. And now it is 25,000. So 25,000 comes as 25,000. 25,000. Now, how the radio check is carried out when you are first time communicating with the aircraft. You have the alphabets, you have the numerics, you have mixed them, numerics and alphabets, you have mixed them. But before communicating, sending the message, you have to check the radio test. Before start aviation communication, ensure that transceivers transmit and receive working properly. In order to ensure this, a standard procedure is followed for each radio requiring a test communication. So in each test communication, standard format of transmitting is you have to identify the station being called. Then you have to use the aircraft identification, or you will use the word radio check. This is the standard format recommended by the ICAO to carry out the radio test. And the frequency you are being using for the radio check. Now in the answer of radio check, the pilot or the other ground station will reply you how he is receiving you, how is receiving your voice. So ICAO Annex 10 give us the readability scale, okay, how you answer in the response of radio test communication. It is called the readability scale. The meaning of scale is as follows. If you say scale 1, this means you are not readable. Reading you 1 means you are not readable. Reading you 2 means you are readable but off and on. Your communication is being broken in between. It comes in, it comes, go out. Then the readability is scale 3. It means if you are readable, but it is with very difficulty. Either your pitch is not correct, your rate of speech is not correct, or your sound is not correct, or it is distorted, or you are too loud, distortion is taking place, and it is very difficult to read out your message. And the readability 4 is you are quite readable. You are just readable. And above that is readability scale 5. When the pilot or the ground station respond you that reading you 5, it means your pitch, your rate of speech, your distortion, your loudness, everything is perfect. And we should make sure that when we are making the test signal or test voice communication, Answer must expect. The visibility scales 5 means your message is perfect, readable. And when the message is perfectly readable, we will be able to have effective communication, which is the basic objective of aircraft communication. So Annex 10 is the regulatory document, gives us the standards and the practices recommendations to have some effective communication in the voice, communication in the text, communication in the monitoring, or communication in the navigation. So gentlemen, as usual, we will be having the 2 quiz. First quiz is what are the 5 C's of communication? Just scroll out the slides and you will find the answer. And the second quiz is which ICAO document provides the guideline regarding aircraft communication? Just scroll the slides, listen my communication, and you will find the answer of this quiz. If you feel any difficulty, contact Aviation Groups Management on the given links. They will try to give you the correct answer or sort out your queries. Thank you.